really don't.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, we're good to go. You can introduce
All right.
players.
Okay, so just so everybody knows.
Shouldn't we introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, good point. Go ahead.
Well,
Nina.
I'm Fitz, you should know that. And then we have BMW, and then we have our TriCaster, Nina sir. Oh, so you guys say something.
Hi.
I say. So in the top right
Thanks for tuning in.
we have.
Oh yeah, in the top right we got
Yeah.
this purple grape soda Terran player, which is his name is TuFFeR, and in the bottom left corner, spawning is the teal Protoss player is MGC Yakuja, and the map is Longinus, and it's a 3-player map, so and this map is actually from, I think, 2007-ish, so it's kind of old, and it's got some weird quirks to it that could factor into the gameplay, but I've never seen this replay before, so we'll soon see. Oh! You notice where the Terran is building a supply depot? If you build a supply depot underneath the gas in this position, it'll actually manner the gas.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's not good. Oh, he goes with the gas field
Normally
too.
it does not. Oh, the gas field.
I was gonna say that the choke is
I would,
pretty big on this map, right? So it's pretty hard to wall off for Terran. Or...
oh yeah, actually, the choke's the natural. You can wall it off with 2 supply depots and a barracks. But on this map is just notorious for Protoss going 10-15 gate or just bulldogging Terran, because the walls of the base in this map actually you can shoot over them with dragoons. And on top of that, there's no ramp going from the natural to the main, so it's really easy for a Protoss player to bust into the Terran base with just dragoons, or if they can't, they can shuttle. So normally what Terran players do is they end up building more Marines than usual, and just like securing that, or they build a bunker. I think he's gonna build a bunker, because that's kind of what you have to do on this map. But you either build more Marines or you build a bunker, and then you go for your whatchamacallit. In fact, no, you always want to get the command center first.
Yeah.
It's more efficient. It's more efficient to get your harvesting buildings done first. Because you want. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the bunker. And then he's going to go again into the factory. As you can see, he's still building Marines, and I think he's just because he has the bunker, he's gonna go ahead and stop at 4 and then just mass repair on the bunker if there's like dragoon pressure. So the Terran SCV is actually gonna go into the Protoss base, and he can see that there's 2 gates, so he knows that and he sees that there's gonna be range, so he knows that there's going to be dragoon pressure. So he's actually going to queue up more Marines and just use those to help fend off the dragoon push until the factory's done. Because again, this map is like really crappy for Terrans who don't want to get dragoon busted.
Yeah, I think he's just probably end up gonna get a tank. I don't see a 10-15 game really working too well right now. That bunker's in a perfect spot right now.
At this Oh, at this point, it's too late to go 10-15 gate, but
Or whatever
You'd
the
have to
2-gate
plan
pressure is
that
what
a
I just
lot.
call it. But if he doesn't start repairing that
Oh,
like
yeah.
now, okay, well, TuFFeR's just gonna send off SCVs, which I don't understand. But is there actually enough? Is he just gonna run right in? Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Wow, that's
he's got a
He's gonna get the machine
he's got a
shop
full
right here,
ult
huh?
SCV.
yeah. He's gotta stop siege check.
Oh, he does.
He should have gone Spider-Man, probably. He's trying to repair it. He desperately wants that siege tech. Oh.
Hey, you need each second will.
Well, I mean, Yakuja's Dragoon micro really wasn't that great either way, but oh well. The tank's out, so that shouldn't happen again, especially with siege tech done. There's nothing in the bunker though, so there's nothing stopping this Dragoon from walking in again, but really would just die anyway, so.
I don't think he's gonna try to get in now that the tanks are out.
Would you guys say that?
Just learn that.
Do you guys think that Terran has the advantage right now?
I definitely
No.
do because, why don't you think the Terran has the advantage?
Well, actually, no, I didn't realize how many SCVs he had. Hold on, let me just double check that. Yeah, hold on, maybe I'm wrong. I always go by the harvesters. That's Hey
Don't
Bro,
go by
that's
the
right.
harvester. Go with what's in your heart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's up by 9 harvesters right now. I mean, he's such a better economy right now. It's hard to say because I mean, neither player really has a favorite engagement. Go ahead.
Just because he wanted to put, the Protoss player wanted to put on early Dragoon pressure, he did cut some probes to get the Dragoons out faster, and then his run by didn't exactly do as much damage as I think he was hoping it would do. So it ended up working out in favor of the Terran. So that's why I said I think that the Terran definitely has a really good position at this point. And usually on this map, when the game's going through a later game, just the geography of the map tends to favor the Terran player more because there's a lot of high terrain that you can abuse and a lot of narrow chokes that you can use to push with.
Yeah, I wonder how active TuFFeR's going to be now. Because I'm assuming we're probably going to get more of a backer style game now. I'll be interested if this play's going to be enough to actually counteract Protoss basically on this map.
I really think that because they're so close in positions, there's just gonna be a lot of battles over little expos, you know. It's gonna be a lot of like backfighting between both players. And it's just gonna be, from now on, it's just gonna be constant battling over map positions.
Yeah, the Protoss player definitely doesn't want this. Well, they did put the mines down, so I think he wanted to go just send the vultures out and like just poke at the Terran. It wasn't like he was trying to like go win with 2 vultures. That just doesn't make any sense. But the Terran player definitely does want to put down mines and get the position on this high ground because that's what's going to give him a good position in this game. And you should, the Protoss player is going in with a Reaver into Terran main. And the Protoss player does know that he's behind in the game, so he has to do some damage with his Reaver. I think that's why he did go Reaver to begin with, because he knew he was behind and needed to do something to get himself back into the game.
I'm really not seeing this drop actually doing too much. He did cancel off the 3rd though, if you didn't notice. Send it off.
I did notice he...
I thought he got sniped.
No, he canceled it.
He did call the turn to...
I think that just by itself might have been...
Terran player, he did force the Terran to cancel the command center, but it's not like a huge blow to the Terran. He'd have to kill a pretty significant number of SCVs to make this worth it. But the Protoss is taking the double gas, which I do like. Terran has to keep some number of forces at home just to defend against the Reaver drop, and which is allowing the Protoss to take the double gas on this map, which is pretty easy to defend against Vulture Harass because there's only that one little ramp with the Dragoon on it. And then the Protoss wants to take the mineral only expansion. So
thinking about it, why would the Terran want to take that mineral only? It's not really going to help him. He should be trying to get the next gas, another gas.
Just because if the Terran player takes the high ground, and then puts mines on the ramp, the northernmost big ramp, he can just basically just by pushing, he can take that base for free. And then eventually secure the, I'm going to say 1 o'clock position double gas.
Okay.
But, I mean, whatever you can take, I mean, just because this is the closest expansion, it's the easiest one to defend. And as Terran, you just don't, and when Terran you're slow pushing the map, you don't want to be spread out all over the map. And because that's when, if you're overextending your forces this early in the game, that's when the Protoss is going to take advantage of that and really do some major damage. It's kind of like on Python where you have that really close mineral natural. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's usually the one that they go for first as Terran. Especially if their push path takes them towards the Protoss base. And the Protoss should not... Well, maybe he can actually break through this, but I would say don't engage until you got speed lots. Just as a general rule.
Yeah, that's like me and Fitz's like biggest pet peeve, I think, right? Fitz, we see so many games where there people just don't have any speed lots with their Protoss army composition.
No, he needs his Zealot bomb. Without any Goliath, it really shouldn't be a problem, especially how far those tanks are pulled out. But he doesn't have shuttle speed yet, which is... I know, when he committed to double Reaver in the shuttle, I don't know where the shuttle went, but he never got speed on his shuttle, which is peculiar to me.
Only it's going to be harder and harder for this Terran player to take. I still think he should try to take, I think, what is it, the 5 o'clock? Or Nina would say the 420 something natural.
Yeah, I would definitely call it the 420 because I would definitely call it the 420 because you know how many Brood War players are in that.
Yeah.
But the reason I don't like I don't like the bottom base. Oh, the Terran is actually gonna land the command center at the 1 o'clock position. The 420-ish position is actually not a good position because the ramp is actually going the wrong way, so to speak. And the Terran's gonna take up the double gas for the Protoss player. The Protoss player has to break this attack or he's gonna lose the game. And he's got enough speed zealots to actually win this engagement, so it shouldn't be too hard for him to mop this up.
Yeah, he was a little late on siege.
Yeah, the tanks in the back were not siege, so that was kind of bad-ish. As I was saying, the 420 position, and there's gonna be another engagement, but I just want to get this out of the way. It looks like the logical place to expand on the map because it looks closer, but the position of the ramps actually makes it easy to cut that bottom double gas off from the rest of the Terran expansions if you can get in between there. So actually the actually one that would take is the one Terran took at the 11 or 1 o'clock position.
Wondering if Fitz was still alive. I can't even hear him.
What?
Oh, I was like, I can't even hear you.
I'm not talking right now.
Did he?
That was
I'm not talking right now, no. I'm just watching this push of tanks going into the third base of yakuja, and it's doing a lot of damage. He's killed off 6
Yeah,
from that.
I think Yakuja is pretty bad position right now. He's behind by like 40 food or something, and he has no Arbiter tech. He has no high Templar tech. He has only 1 armor upgrade. He lost both of his expansions, so he's pretty much dead. I don't know why he doesn't just GP right now. To spare himself the humiliation of having to play this game.
You're talking about Protoss?
Yes.
GG out?
Yes.
I think you're mistaken. He's actually starting to kind of make a little comeback right here. I think he's got a nice little roll going over here with these speed lots and goons.
Yeah, but he is behind by like almost 50 food.
20 of which is actually Harvesters for Terran. Or it was 20. Now he's... Actually, no, it isn't. I take it back, sorry. I think Terran's still at 70 Harvesters there now.
Like
Yeah,
Terran's whole army
Yeah.
is harvesters though right now. He's having to use SCVs to attack the goons. That's his whole army right now.
Yeah,
See?
no, it's true. That's the only reason why they're at equal supply right now. Which he's killing off a lot of them. Which is like, this is what he needs to do in order to like make this game probably go back in Yakuza's favor anyway. I mean, just killed off 7, and from that, it's probably gonna go up a lot more as well, so.
Yeah, I think
I don't think it's gonna break down TuFFeR right now, but it's just something he needed to do. If TuFFeR was allowed to get off 70 SCVs up 4 gas, might just be GG at that point.
Yeah, TuFFeR's throwing away a lot of mech units. Just giving away units right now, and Yakuja's been on just like 8 goons and just rampaging through these guys for right now. Pretty sick.
I think the hope was that he could save his mineral only, but does it even matter? I
mean, wow. I mean, Yakuja's really just rampaging through this guy right now. I mean, this is after Nina was declaring the game over like 5 minutes ago.
Well,
it's reminding me
as
of
a Terran player, if the Terran player is in such a good position, I mean, Protoss player didn't have his Templar tech. He just lost 2 expansions. He was down by 2 expansions. Terran had way more harvesters. So, I don't know. I think most people would have called the game at that point. But I guess Yakuja just decided he's gonna go power Dragoons and Speed Zealots and try to bust through there, and somehow it worked because half the Terran's tanks were out of position on the left side of the map.
Well, it's down to 62 now. We have more of Ultravrath coming down to the middle only of the Protoss. And Terran's still being active to deny these expansions that are far away from Yakuja's main base, so. Yeah. It's actually kind of reminding me of a game that I casted yesterday of Machine versus, I don't know, it was from IEF 2009. It was like 4 Dragoons, and it got into like a base trade scenario, and it just, like the Dragoon just would not die. They were the most cost effective. Each of them had like 11 kills or something. It's really funny. I think it just has so many SCVs that you
How is
to actually
aiming? Yeah, he should just A-move his SCVs into Protoss.
I mean, if he gets around on
Oh,
Dragoon,
what? Look at his macro. Look at the Terran's macro. Look at his factories.
Check it. So good. You don't really want to macro like that, FYI. To any kind of viewer that thinks that that's the right way to macro, it's just not. Just straight up is not. But Yakuja is actually going to be somewhat of a problem here, because his natural's almost mined out, and we're just going to leave him with the mineral only. Yeah.
Well, that macro with the tons of units queued up, that explains why Terran is doing so poorly at this point. At least to me. I mean, before I was just like, how is this even possible for the Protoss to come back? But if you if you're winning a game and then you just start macroing terribly, you're letting your opponent back into the game.
And we're having a repeat of what happened at the beginning of the game, which are good run by past the bunker.
Well, it's not unreasonable to think he's on 8 gates with two bases, you know, so he's just macroing like a powerhouse off 2 bases. And hopefully when he gets another natural, he can add another 4 gates and just start really rampaging.
In the like production now. I mean, he's just killing stuff right when they pop out of the factories, but I think it just comes down to the amount of SCVs that are just coming in the base that are just killing stuff off. I mean, he has like 4 tanks queued up right now. That's pretty crazy.
It's been like an SCV battle the whole game.
And Yakuja does have an odds over the bottom right-hand expansion of TuFFeR here, so. But I mean, Terran has so many bases right now, it's ridiculous, but
I think he just has to wait him out now, right? It's pretty much over, right? As far as Terran's macro eventually will just overpower the Protoss.
Yeah, he just needs to give enough gates to really I mean, he needs to get enough factories to supplement that economy, but currently he doesn't. And this non-stop aggression from Yakuja will eventually have to stop because he just can't afford it.
Yeah.
I mean, his natural is mined out as we speak. It just got mined out. We have 6 more SCVs killed off though, but can TuFFeR hold on? That's the actual question right here.
Yeah, he's Terran, he can hold on. All you have to do is sit there.
You could pretty much just leave for 5 minutes and come back and still win the game. I'll be back.
Yep.
That's Terran for you.
Yeah, Yakuja needs to take another base here, but I mean, what are we looking at?
I never really thought it was possible for a Terran to win on this map, to be honest. I just thought it was such an imbalanced map for Protoss. So to see like a Terran dominating a Protoss on this map is kind of shocking.
It goes back to that. It comes back to that 9 o'clock being taken out. That's probably the only reason why TuFFeR's in this position right now.
Yeah.
If Yakuja had that 2 gas right now,
back.
had the 2 gas for Arbiter Tech, this wouldn't look like this right now.
Yeah, I really think his style is just his style is more of an aggressive Protoss where I just want to push, you know, fight the Terran tooth and nail, and if I get an expo, then I'll get an expo.
I mean, that mindset on this map works well because it's a completely flat map in terms of the natural and main. That makes total sense, but we do have an engagement happening over here at the bottom right-hand expansion. Well, there's really nothing defended. There were a couple spider mines. He actually has a cannon up here too, which is beyond why it's there. I don't know why. And we're seeing Yakuja taking the 9 o'clock, but instantly scouted by TuFFeR right here with the vulture.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think that Yakuja's really, like you said, so far behind right now that it's going to be impossible to defend both of his naturals.
Well, I think if he just had like one more base, like just some far off base that Terran didn't scout, he might have just won. I mean, you have to keep in mind. I mean, the only reason why Yakuja's in this position right now is because he couldn't continue to aggress the way he was. Like, he was doing insane amount of damage. He was going in there killing like anywhere from like 5 to 10 SCVs, and if he continued doing that, and every time he got into the production facility, so he was trading effectively, and he was trading effectively for an army and SCV. So if he kept that up, the economy eventually for TuFFeR would have fallen. But the problem though is he just didn't have the economy to do that, sadly.
Yeah. Is he gonna sacrifice this Archon? Oh! Oh my God!
These tanks
Not
are
another.
done.
Don't
Well,
sacrifice it.
that Archon's be really annoying, but and it looks like it's dead. And tanks are pretty imbalanced.
This is a pretty badass tryout game, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just shows you how high level these guys were. You know, at the time, for Yakuja to even get into this team. I mean, look at TuFFeR is winning as a Terran on this map. So that alone, like, he gave Yakuja a Protoss favored map. That just shows you how good TuFFeR might have been, you know, as a tryout. Like, damn, to get into that clan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I just feel like both players could have played this a lot better.
I think, you know, it could have been nerfs too, because like if you queued up how many observers were watching the game, and if there was any lag as well.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, like Dino was saying, I mean, the center of the map has a lot of up and down hills, choke points, and I just don't feel like TuFFeR got on the high ground, but he was like on his side of the map, not being aggressive with it. Which I feel like if you're gonna just sit on top of a ramp and just let Protoss get a full surround on you, like, just put them back into your natural if you're not gonna like use them.
Yeah. So it looks like TuFFeR is just gonna try to keep being aggressive with small little pushes here, and just keep forcing the Protoss to waste valuable units that he doesn't have. And I think eventually TuFFeR will just add another base, and eventually he'll just get max upgrades and force them out.
I mean, we're 20 minutes in this game and with no Stargate anywhere to be seen.
What a handsome toss.
When I came back, I heard you saying something. Like, he's forcing the Protoss to waste units that he doesn't have. Like, how's that possible?
Well, I just saying, like, he's like having he's just showing up with like 2 tanks and a couple vultures, and Yakuja has to blow through 3 goons, but he's also been throwing away Archons at tank forces.
I mean, just put it in this perspective, okay? It's 17 vultures, 9 tanks, 49 SCVs to 27 probes, 5 zealots, 0 dragoons, and 5 obs. So it's 5 zealots and 5 obs on the map for Yakuja right now. And about half the workers.
Sometimes I misexplained it, but I think the viewers would understand what I was talking about. Like, they'll probably see it from Fitz's camera, but yeah, they would probably understand what I was talking about.
But yeah, he's just.
Fitz,
wow.
what's your stream URL?
I'm not streaming right now. I don't stream.
It's on YouTube. You post to YouTube.
I just post to YouTube. It's easier. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace, guys.